Hi everyone! Sorry, I was just enjoying Ramu's theme. It's so good. Welcome to the stream. This is Accounting Nightmare. Hey Tag, welcome! Okay. We're going to continue our class quests with Paladin. Wasn't sure what to stream today, so I did a poll. And, at the time I started the stream, FF14 was winning. It's now tied up again, but, you know, I'm committed now. We're doing Paladin. Yes, last time we did Gladiator. Actually, I'm going to go get out the Paladin gear. Hey, Walken, how are ya? So this might be my last stream for a few days because I'm getting vaccinated tomorrow. And, well, we'll just see how I feel afterwards. Okay, Gallant. That's the Paladin set. And Valor. Gallant and Valor. Aw. Cute little onion knight. It's very cute. Bum, bum. Alright, new game plus. The Paladin is the upgrade to the Gladiator. Start off in the Gladiators Guild. Oh, gotta be a gladiator. Bum, bum, bum. Hello. Paladin's Pledge. Oh, there you are, Melchen. Perfect timing. I've just heard a juicy bit of gossip that I know you're going to be interested in. Apparently, and remember, you heard this first from me, the Sultan Sworn elite are sharing the secret skills and training of paladins. Incredible, I know. The Sultan Sworn have an exclusive monopoly on the instruction of paladin skills. Once upon a time, if you weren't one of those officer track elites, then you had no choice to learn the art. You had no chance to learn the arts. And competition to get to the top was very fierce indeed, let me tell you. But anyone who joined had to swear an oath of fealty to the Ul'dah Sultanate, which meant no more adventuring, no more daring-do, and no more Colosseum. Just languishing about in the palace all day, polishing plate mail. That's why this news is so big. Now anyone with a bit of commitment can learn the skills of a paladin, and no memorising the 55 commandments of the Sworn or any other nonsense either. This is a platinum opportunity that comes but once in a lucky adventurer's lifetime. Let this slip through your fingers and regret will be your just desserts. You need to go to the Royal Promenade in the Hustings Strip. Find the captain of the Sultan Sworn Elite. Genlands is his name. And tell him how you're just dying to become a paladin. trying to level every single class before continuing the MSQ. So I actually already have. I've leveled the well, the combat classes anyway. The crafting classes I'm just doing whenever I feel like it. But so I'm just showing the last of the combat class quests before we continue on, which we're close to finishing that now. So we've got Paladin. After this, we've got Thaumaturge Black Mage, and then we've got Pugilist and Monk. And then that's all the Realm Reborn quest lines for combat classes. Yeah, and then we'll do 2.55. Yeah, a group of our friends got together and we leveled Blue Mage together up to 52. Blue Mage is quite fun. I've got tons of abilities to collect for it still, but, you know, it's fun. The irrepressible Melchan and Gura come to spar with the new recruits? By all means, grant them the boon of your wisdom. Do be sure to pay your respects to the first sword before leaving as well. I don't think she wants to talk to me in New Game Plus. Nah, okay. So the Paladins are the Sultan Sworn. Basically the Royal Guard. Trusting Strip. That's the Chamber of Rule. Yeah, OCD reared its head and then I just did all the combat class quest lines. And so now I'm showing them on stream as like completionists. And this is Genlins, the captain of the guard. Yes, I am Genlins, member of the Sultan Sworn Elite, and servant to the Ul'dah Sultanate. Unless my instincts deceive me, you have come to inquire about training as a paladin. If so, I would have your name, good woman. I am Nod. Melchan, a fine name. I bid you welcome, and salute your noble resolve. But if you aspire to paladinhood, you should understand what it means. A paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. A paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. Sellswords and gladiators and others of their ilk wield their blades for themselves, but a paladin serves a greater good. Do you understand me? The battle arts that the paladin learns have been held secret, nurtured and perfected within the ranks of the Sultan Sworn Elite for nigh on these 600 years. Of all those sworn to protect the Sultanate, the soldiers, the mounted guards, and the knights, we are the elite of the elite. Our conviction unwavering, our hearts true, our sword skills without peer. I get it, you're special. But the glory of the Sultan Sworn, well, much of it is buried in the past now. Our brotherhood grows smaller by the year. We are but a shadow of what we once were, and the Sultana turns to sellswords to defend her palace. All this because of one traitor. No, because of a blot of dishonour left by one who shall not be named. And because of him, we have been forced to seek the help of able-bodied adventurers. And here you are. We shall instruct you in the paladin military arts. You will not be inducted into the Sultan Sworn, but serve as a free paladin. However, first you will show us that both your sword and heart have metal, and you are worthy of the honour. In the ruins to the south of Little Alamigo, you will find an iron brazier. Light it, and the undead nearby will be drawn to the flame. Slay these monsters, and give their hearts to the fire. Return and present to me their ashes as proof of your deed. Now, would-be paladin, show me the metal in your heart, and steel in your blade. Hey, Nora. Gotta look up the crafting beast classes. I like the beast tribes. I have access to the XIV at the moment. I haven't done too much with them, but I've done a little bit with them actually. Yeah, they're pretty good for leveling. You finished Ori 2 and started Bug Fables. In the process of, just finished Chapter 2, and in the process of backtracking, you stumbled upon basically one of the game's super bosses. Oh no. That's pretty cool. That sounds like fun. Can really speed up crafting until you get to the Heavenswood crafting area. Nice. Yeah, I've got to remember to do my dailies. What was it? Oh yeah. I'm going to turn on the... Yeah, reduce teleportation rates. Because we teleport around a lot for these class quests. Oh, we're going to go kill some undead. Sounds like a very Paladin kind of thing to do. Yeah, the Beast Tribe stuff is fun. I just wish it wasn't daily. I wish I could just grind it out so there's older content, but oh well. Whoosh. Fly over all the enemies. Iron Brazier. The moans of the undead grow louder. Ew. Creepy undead. Feed the Ashkin hearts to the flame. Shriveled hearts removed from the lifeless husks of 3 forsaken souls who were, until recently, undead. If you are in this place, searching for the undead, then you must be a petitioner seeking the secrets of the Paladin arts. But make no mistake, simply learning Paladin's swordplay does not make you a Paladin, nor does the armour you wear, or the status you claim. I am just another aging free Paladin, but you would do well to heed my counsel. Strike off the shackles that bind your spirit, lift the visor that blinds, and find the true path of the Paladin. Here, you'll be returning to the captain, yes? Then give him this crystal. The way you use that sword reminds me of a man I used to know. Mine eyes may be old, but they can see the truth well enough. Be a Paladin strong and true. Devote yourself to the way, and become a beacon of light. Yeah. Well. The beast tribes in ARR can be 0 to 100% in like 2 weeks max. Okay. And the end quest for that is special. Alright, yeah, I should focus in more on those then. I've done a couple... I think I've done like 3 days worth of Sylphs. And I've done, I think, 2 days of Ixal. So I'm still only neutral with them. I haven't done any of the others yet. You were like, ooh, new side path you can explore now. Then boom, the Devourer. Ooh. That's really fun when that happens in a game. Just suddenly stumble onto something that you shouldn't be fighting it, but you can... I mean, you can try, you can see how scary it is. That's just some of the most memorable stuff in games, I think. Hello, we met a dude, he gave us a crystal. Face the undead monsters who infest the ruins south of Little Alamigo in southern Thanalan. Defeat them and return with proof of your deed. Ashkin remains, the charred remnants of 3 Ashkin hearts, proof you have overcome Genlin's trial. Yes, that's what I needed. Proof that you have defeated the undead. You have shown that your heart is true and your sword has metal. I've no doubt that you will prove to be an attentive pupil. That is well, for there is much to learn. First and foremost is this. You are a paladin now, a custodian of traditions ancient and noble. A free paladin has no master. Instead, she travels all lands, and in every place takes up the cause of the unarmed and defenceless. You swear fealty not to a lord, but to yourself. You are nobility amongst adventurers. You have taken your first steps on a new path, and you have earned the right to bear this, the soul of the paladin. Upon its surface are carved the deeds of paladins of eras past. She who bears it commands the respect of all knights of honour. Bahamut's Fang! You already possess a crystal. And you say it was given to you by an unknown free paladin, who told you to hand it to me? I hope he looks into the random people who walk up to him and be like, hey, can I be a paladin? I hope he does a little background check on them. Where is this crystal of which you speak? I demand you show it to me at once. Engraved crystal. Strange yet beautiful runes have been carved upon the surface of this otherwise normal-looking crystal. Curse him. He has made a mockery of the trial. That crystal you bear is indeed the soul of a paladin, but it is disgraced, impure. It was stolen from the Sultan Sworn. The man who gave you this soul is the very traitor whom I have been seeking these many moons. He is an oath-breaker, who bent the knee to the Ul'dah Sultanate and who swore allegiance to the Sultan Sworn, but then single-handedly sullied our name, and trampled it underfoot until it was lost, perhaps forever. How dare he give counsel on honour, on the paladin way? This soul is polluted, and I must dispose of it. When you come to wield your sword as a paladin, the only soul you may wear is that which is bestowed upon a captain of the Sultan Sworn. Or bestowed by a captain. That traitor is no Sultan Sworn, still less a captain. By giving you a soul, he insulted not only the Brotherhood, but you too. Perhaps an adventurer like yourself finds our rules nothing more than a nuisance, but through reigns long and short, our forebears in the Sultan Sworn have preserved its rituals and traditions, and we are duty-bound to uphold them, even if men and women within our own ranks scorn them as relics. It has been my fate to be named captain of the Sultan Sworn in these troubled times. Though I did not ask for this honour, I have bent my knee to the Sultana and sworn fealty, and I will fight to restore our honour and name. You wield a skilled blade, and more importantly, you have met the traitor face to face. Your great task as a paladin will be to help me bring him to justice. You must ready yourself, marshal your resources, and hone your skills until the time comes when you are able to discharge your duty. The journey will be long, but you are a paladin now, and honour binds you as surely as an oath. No. Paladin unlocked. The souls of paladins past bequeath to you their wisdom. So I'm not sure if we kept that crystal or if he gave us a different one. I think he gave us a different one. Paladin. Let's take off our cool looking paladin gear though, and we'll earn that as we play through the quest line. Yeah, put on whatever that is. Bum, 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 bum. Kind of like territorial Rotbart in the first Xenoblade. Ooh, I've been wanting to play Xenoblade. It sounds good. Yeah, that looks decent. Oh, I see. For the ARR tribes, every time you level up, you can do 3 more quests per day, until you can do 12 a day, which is the limit. Oh, I see. Alright. Cool, alright. Then I'll try and push through until I hit the next level with one of these, and I can just... yeah, then I can do more of that. That'll be fun. Mounts, minions, and costumes. When you max out all the beast tribes for an X-Pack, you get big flashy end quests, which gives you stuff like emotes and armor. Damn, that's cool. I've got to get back to working on this. Thank you. Yeah, I'll focus on Sylphs and Ixal for now. Yeah, that sounds fun. Thank you, I shall do that. Honor lost. You have earned the right to call yourself a paladin, but how do others treat you? Do they recognize you for what you are? Remember that fancy swordplay and well-polished armor do not make you a paladin. You must be just in your heart, and strive always to be an exemplar of true virtue. Once, not so long ago, the Sultansworn could walk the streets with their heads held high. When they marched by, the small folk would look upon them with reverence and gratitude, and no one was more respected than the captain, my predecessor. When I first saw him, I was still a child. My father had promised to take me to a local festival, but somewhere he took a wrong turn. We became lost and stumbled into a secluded back alley. Luck was not with us, because the next moment, we found ourselves in the middle of a riot. Drunken hunters were firing arrows into the crowd. Ugh. And we were caught between them. There was no way out. It was only a matter of time before we would be struck. That's when the captain saved us from our plight. I'd never seen a sword move so swiftly. It flashed faster than my eyes could follow, and in seconds the hunters were on the ground or fleeing for their lives. The captain was gone down the street, slicing at their heels, before my father had time to thank him. Even today, I can see the captain as he was then, blood on his sword, armour impossibly bright in the sun. After that, all I ever wanted to be was a paladin. I would practice endlessly with my sword, dreaming of bandits defeated and monsters slain. Even after I became one of the Sultansworn, the memory of the captain still inspired me. I was always the first to arrive in the training yard, and the last to leave. And so the years passed, and before I knew it, I found myself named captain of the Sultansworn. Yet the triumph was hollow, because by then, the honour of the Sultansworn elite, that very thing that had drawn me to the Brotherhood, was a mere vestige, like the discarded banner of a defeated foe. There were many reasons for the fall, but the loss of Oathkeeper, yes, that was the mortal blow. The sword Oathkeeper was bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultansworn by the then Sultan of Ul'dah. In time it became our standard, the symbol of the oaths we had sworn, and it was treasured by each new captain for generations. Possession was proof of Sultansworn command. But then the unthinkable came to pass. Oathkeeper was stolen by the traitor. It shook our brotherhood to the core. How can we be trusted to protect the Sultanate if we cannot even hold on to the symbol of our fealty? We have been tarnished, in the eyes of ruler and ruled alike. If the Sultansworn are to survive, we must find the traitor and recover Oathkeeper. But the Sultansworn have grown too weak, and we cannot do it ourselves. We've been forced to recruit outsiders to help us in our cause. I have high hopes for you, my friend. It is a great thing that we ask, and you must learn more of our secrets if you are to succeed. In Outer Lenosia, near the Hermit's Hovel, is a grove where ringtails congregate. Pitting yourself against a host of the beasts would be a fine way to hone the skills that I will teach you. In the grove you will find another brazier, this time filled with a potent incense that will drive the creatures to a frenzy. Defeat your attackers and return to me. This part doesn't sit right with me. He goes on and on about honor and all this stuff, and then he's like, okay, for your training, go and anger these innocent wild creatures for no reason but to kill them. The tank mount. Yep, I've seen the tank. Damn, I gotta get me one of those. That'd be nice. Here's the ringtails. They're just monkeys. Lemurs? Are lemurs monkeys? I don't know. A strange odour begins to fill the air. And then I use this stuff that just angers them, just so I can use them as training. That doesn't seem very, honourable to me. They're minding their own business, and I come along and make sport of them. Oh, I hit that one for 666. See, even the game thinks I'm being bad. Hello, another paladin doing their quest. The memories of Paladin's past have awoken within you. Back we go. To Ul'dah. Their footsteps sound kind of strange, don't they? I thought it was someone clapping. Well done. You have taken the skills I taught you and made them your own. I still do not have word of where the traitor is hiding, but I will inform you the moment I do. Until then, continue your training. The souls of Paladins past bequeath to you their wisdom. Oh, that was the level 35 quest? That was quick. Level 40, Power Struggles. Welcome, Paladin. You should know that word of your deeds has reached me. Few are those who follow the true Paladin path without misstep, but you are one of them. I'm proud to call you sister. You have kept the faith, and in return, I must have faith in you. It is time that you knew the truth. Though it is hard to share, for it is a shame I would rather keep hidden from outsiders. Perhaps you remember when I told you of the traitor and the sword Oathkeeper that he stole. His name is Zul'Dah, and he was my predecessor as captain of the Sultan Sworn Elite. Yes, he was the same man whom I had admired as a child, who inspired me to take up the sword and follow the way of the Paladin. He was the paragon of Paladins, until, that is, he changed. Some years ago, there was a struggle for influence between the Sultanate military and a faction within the syndicate, known as the Monetarists. The latter emerged triumphant, and the army's authority was diminished dramatically. Although Zul'Dah was still captain of the Sultan Sworn Elite, he knew his position was perilous, so he fled, taking Oathkeeper with him. In doing so, he went against the words that he had spoken on bended knee before his royal liege. Now it falls to me, as captain, to restore the honour and name of the Sultan Sworn. If that means cutting down my former mentor and master, I would do it gladly, for his misdeed cannot be forgiven. But his death will not lift the stain that mars our name. He must be put on trial, in a public court, so that everyone knows his crimes. Then, and only then, can we begin to earn the people's trust again. He served for over 30 years as captain of the Sultan Sworn Elite, and he is a formidable foe. Few can match his skill with the sword. Even together, you and I will find it difficult to take him alive, without mortal harm to one side or the other. So you must continue to hone your skills, and prepare for the day when we will face him. To complete the next stage of your training, you must do this. Go to the Ugram River in eastern Thanalan and find the brazier we have placed there. By lighting it, you will draw the ire of the leopardotes dwelling within the waters, face the creatures in battle, and master your new skills. The fight will not be easy, but if you take to heart what you have learned and let the crystal be your guide, you will triumph. Ah, cool. I'm off to kill more innocent wildlife. Oh. Whoosh. I forget what leopardotes are. Was it those salamander things? No. Well, we're about to find out. The waters around you begin to churn. Ah, fish! Angry fish. Fish. Oh, that poor thing. Five fish? Okay. The memories of Paladin's past have awoken within you. Back we go. Yes, Paladin training is questionable. Good. You've mastered your new skills and made them your own. But much work remains to be done before you can face the traitor Solk'Zagul. We are close to finding him, and as our net draws tighter, it grows ever more important that we make ready for the moment when the fish must at last be landed. Bum, bum, bum. Souls of Paladin's past bequeath to you their wisdom. Prominence. Which one was prominence? Ah, it's this one. Big shiny. It's basically aerial rave from DMC. It's cool. Level 45. Jeez, I forgot how quick the Paladin one is. We're already up to the level 45 quest. It's a stark difference doing this after doing the ninja one, because ninja and rogue had so much effort put into them. Whereas Paladin feels a bit rushed. I like how it ends though. Poisoned Heights. Welcome, friend. I have important news for you. In my search for the traitor, I have been looking through old records and discovered something chilling. Around the time the traitor Solk'Zagul was named captain, several famed soldiers of the Sultan's Sworn met with untimely deaths. But strangely, our records do not say how they died. Curious, I begged the favour of an old friend and received permission to inspect medical records kept by Frondale's frontistery. I discovered that the soldiers died in various ways, some in combat, some suddenly at night, in the barracks. but in nearly every case, there were signs that poison had played a role in their demise. Yes, poison. Carefully, invisibly administered. The more I read, the more I saw the dark hand of Death's embrace at work. Assassins, in the pay and service of the monetarists. A society so secretive that few believe it truly exists. But no matter how skilled and devious the assassins, they should not have been able to kill so many of the Sultan's sworn elite without being discovered. Not, that is, without help from within our own ranks. So I asked myself, who had the most to gain from their deaths? One by one, the former captain, his trusted aides, the most capable of the Sultan's sworn, who might become future commanders. All of them, slain by an invisible hand. And with their deaths, the way was open for Sulk Zuggle to become the Sultan's sworn's youngest captain in a century. The monetarists were plotting to kill the best and bravest of the Sultan's sworn, to purge its ranks of greatness, and innovate it so that it could no longer carry out its duty to serve as sword and shield of the Sultanate. Which begs the question, how did Sulk Zuggle remain captain for 30 long years? How did he avoid the poisoner's kiss when men better than him had succumbed? There can only be one explanation. He was the monetarist's cat's paw, the turncloak in our midst. Needless to say, I am more determined to track him down than ever before. While I continue my investigation, I have a trial for you. I want you to seek the gallant armour, the legendary raiments worn by generations of the finest soldiers of the Sultan's Sworn. In accordance with Sultan Sworn tradition, the set that would be yours has been scattered across southern Thanalan. Of course it has. Each piece has been locked within a coffer, which will be guarded by 2 men. You must best the Sultan Sworn themselves if you are to claim their armour. I'm getting a lot of errors from OBS about the FPS and such. How's the FPS look on your end? Is it choppy? I've got a lot of skipped frames due to rendering and encoding lag. Apparently it's only running at 50 FPS? This is weird. It's the same settings as always. Move around a bit. I might just reboot OBS actually. Because yeah, this is not running well. I mean, this game's running, but OBS is throwing up tons of errors. Looks a little choppy. Yeah, I'm going to quickly reboot OBS. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's giving me lots of errors, so that's never good. So I'll be right back. Just rebooting OBS. Okay, we should be live again. Alright, it's okay at the moment. Yeah, it looks good at the moment. I'm not dropping any frames from the rendering side. Looks like I might be having overheating issues. But it's good at the moment, so I'm running a temperature monitor in the background, so we shall see how that goes. Yeah, at the moment it looks good. I've rebooted Final Fantasy as well. Yeah, Final Fantasy is eating up a lot of GPU. I don't know why. It's not exactly a GPU intensive game. I might run some stress tests later. Just yeah, I'll run some tests later. This particular area, like right here in the Chamber of Rule, for some reason this area is stressing the game. Not really sure why. There's not many people here. I'm wondering if it's maybe a particle effect here or something? Anyway, it's still running at the moment, so let's continue with the quest and just see how we go. Alright, temperature still looks alright. Okay. What were we up to? Oh, it's turned off New Game Plus. Hang on. Turn that back on. Resume. Thank you. Lots of other players, so lots of loading. Yeah, it's interesting because I went to Limsa Laminsa, like the central area where there's tons of players, and it used less GPU than this particular ring here. Anyway, we're collecting the Gallant Armor, so let's go do that. But this one at least is all in the same area. It's all in southern Thanalan, so you don't have to teleport around the world like with some other ones. Little Alamigo. Alright, this way. Butts of other player butts, so lots of loading. Gotta watch out for player butts, yes. Fog. Just checking my usage. So max temperature is 84 degrees Celsius. That is rather high, so should keep an eye on that. Oh, hello. Men in shimmering white armor beckon to us. Ow! Stunned me. Funny. I can do that too. Shield bash. See how you like it. Bodied. Everyone? Okay. You obtain a piece of gallant armor. The boots or the legs? Oh no, boots. Alright, and there's another one over here apparently. Hello. I can't get through there. There we go. Men in shimmering white armor. Smirk. Stop stunning me, it's rude. Stab. I assume I'm not actually killing them, because I'm just defeating them. Because if you had to kill a bunch of other paladins to become a paladin, then, I mean, that doesn't actually work, so. Oh yep, here's my little crown thing. Alright, next ones are over here. Nice and foggy. How many we got? Another 2. No, don't stun me. Stun you. Boom. Excellent. And just down there. Boing! Ow! I made this same mistake last time. Jumping off the edge. Pop a health potion. Yeah, when I did this before, I made the same mistake, jumping off the edge to get down here, and now I have no health. Might be able to do it though. I have better gear now. Hey, I did it. Whew. I wonder how many people make that mistake. Pants. We got some pants. Pants, 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 back we go. We are partly a paladin. Well, I mean, we're a paladin, we don't fully look the part yet. Good, the armour is yours. You have learned your lessons well and honed your skills, and now you are ready to face Ul'dah the traitor. Yes, the time has come. I have discovered his hiding place, and made contact through emissaries. We are negotiating the return of Oathkeeper. Secrecy is crucial, as is preparation. We will leave only when you are ready. Yeah. Too many cat girls, bunny girls, and row boys with their butts out, overheating Ul'dah. Paladin and the Saguli. The recovery of Oathkeeper will be the first step in restoring the honour of the Sultansworn. I have told Ul'dah that if he returns the sword, we will give him a fair trial. Otherwise, he shall be captured and thrown at the feet of the Sultana for judgment. The parley is to take place south of Forgotten Springs in the Sagoli Desert. Give me your map, and I will mark the location. While I believe he is acting alone, we must be prepared for anything. You may be certain that the Monetaris will not take kindly to his surrender. In fact, I believe that should the Monetaris discover Ul'dah is willing to parley, they will surely try to intervene. Therefore, we must not speak of what we do, not to anyone. We should travel separately so as not to attract attention. We shall meet again at the parley. Is this a level 45? Yep, okay, we're still level 45. It's foggy everywhere. Oh, actually, this is the same zone as before. We're just down the southern end now, where the desert is. Paladin and the Sagoli. This will go well. So you dared to come. You are a brazen one, I'll grant you that. But did you really think I wouldn't find out? What? Come, confess. My allies within the Sultansworn have told me the truth. I know you are working in league with the traitor and the Monetarists. Confess. With your dying breath, you will tell me where I can find Oathkeeper and the traitor who stole it. Oh dear. Our boy's a bit confused. Do you dare accuse my own Sultan sworn of lying? We are comrades in arms, every one of us, bound in brotherhood by our oath. I would trust them with my life. What is your word when set against theirs? We know the meaning of honour. You are a naive fool. I suspected you from the beginning, ever since you showed me the soul of the Paladin that the traitor Sulkzagel gave you. You were, no matter how briefly, a Paladin, and as such, you are bound by a code of honour that is as unforgiving as it is noble. Traitor! I sentence you to death, and decree that your body shall lie here and feed the crows. Well then. Genless straight blade. Save whatever dignity you have left and accept your fate. Whoosh. Well, they're all weak. How dare you use our own arts against us? Well, I mean, you taught me them? Yeah, he uses a spell called Spirits Without, and we use Spirits Within. Confess, damn you! Confess! Wrecked him. You cannot do this. I am the greater swordsman, your superior, in every way. You were blinded, Genlins, by your own conviction. Genlins, remember your own lesson. A paladin does not exist to defend his position or the honour of his fellow Sultan Sworn. Those men were assassins, in service to the monetarists. The moment you outlived your usefulness, you were to be killed. You and this free paladin of yours. They just cannot let that movie go. Yes. Spirits Within, that poor train wreck of a movie. Liar! You are their agent! You betrayed us for them! You were always naive, Genlins. Too willing to trust your fellow man. It's one of your virtues, but you have a deplorable habit of turning your virtues into vices. Think! The information you uncovered. How did you come by it? Did it fall into your lap, as if, oh, I don't know, someone was feeding it to you for their own purposes? You and the paladins under your command are the monetarist lapdogs. Genlins, you have been led a merry dance, and followed their lead at every step. Aww. Then, you were never a traitor? You were innocent? I have wronged you. Thud. Easy now. Your wounds aren't mortal, but you still need to rest. Just picks him up. Gonna go put him on a hook. Yeah. I'll take care of the captain. He's had worse, and we'll have him back on his feet soon enough. You've become a fine warrior, and learned all there is to know about the way of the paladin. Wait, warrior? That's a different class. I think perhaps that you are not aware just how much you've grown. Well, 'tis time you were made aware, paladin. When the captain's recovered, keep an eye on him for me, will you? He needs someone like you to watch his back. The words of Sol'Zugul have awoken the memories of Paladin's past. Cool. I like that turn of events. Just makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so my FPS is fine at the moment. Yeah, GPU's fine. Temperature's fine. Sort of. Still a bit high, but not dangerously high. Maybe one of the fans isn't working or something. We'll look into that later. Bum, bada, bum, bum, bum. And yeah, this as soon as I teleported here, like not when I went back to Ul'dah, it was like 60% GPU, now it's 80%. There's something up with this room. Or maybe this zone? Maybe it's something in this zone? I don't know. Paladin, I have done you a great wrong. I allowed myself to be hoodwinked, accused you of treason, and even turned my sword against you. I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me. As for me, yes, I'm recovered from my wounds, at least those that will heal. But far more important than that, Sol'Zugul is innocent after all. He was never a traitor, and the dream that I followed in my youth was not a lie. I remain captain of the elite, although a poor substitute for my predecessor. I am now working on a plan to strike back at the monetarists and restore the Sultansworn to its former strength. No, do not be afraid for me. We've unmasked the foe, and he cannot hide behind his deceptions anymore. The assassins won't find it easy to reach me. For now, I will bide my time, marshal my strength, and, when the time is ripe, strike hard at our enemies. Bum 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 bum. Action learned. Cover. Now let's put on our chest piece. I'm a paladin. Yeah. Level 50. Keeping the oath. Welcome, Paladin. I had hoped to see you before I left. You remained a true friend, even after the wrongs I did to you, and I owe you my trust. So I will tell you everything I have learned. After our encounter in the hills, I spent some time in the care of Sol'Zugul, recovering from my wounds. As I convalesced, he gave me the true account of what happened these last few years in his solitary war against the monetarists. Now, I accidentally double-clicked there, so I'm just going to check that I didn't skip some dialogue. No? Okay. It has protection for that. That's good. After he went into hiding, he tried to get word to me about what was happening, but I was surrounded by agents in the pay of the monetarists, who kept me isolated and ignorant. They planted the lie that Sol'Zugul was a traitor, and tricked me into tracking him down. I was their puppet, twitching obediently at the end of the strings they pulled. But when I discovered that Death's Embrace had been behind the demise of my brothers and sisters, they panicked. Especially when they found out I had shared the information with you. They set a trap for us, and baited it with the promise of a parley with Sol'Zugul. Sol'Zugul was no traitor, as I should well have known, but I'd allowed myself to be deceived by the whispers of mummers and flatterers, and... No, that was not the way of it. It was not their lies that made me blind, but my desire, nay, obsession, to restore our honour. For the Sultansworn and all paladins who have bent the knee to a higher cause, honour is a means to an end, not the end itself. I lost sight of that, and in so doing, lost sight of my true duty. Ul'dah understood what was happening, and that is why he gave you the soul of the Paladin. It was a remonstration, a message. Look how adventurers live, he was telling me. Where does their honour, their authority come from? I owe my position to the machinations of the monetarists. They calculated that a young captain, eager to prove his loyalty, bound by unquestioning fealty, would be all the easier to control. They were right. I am a sham and a fake. But the world does not know that, and even the illusion of power is a power of sorts. I can use it to fight back. I will tell my subordinates that I am fleeing to Snowcloak in Korthas. When the monetarists hear of this, as they surely will, they will send assassins after me again. But when they show their hand, I will stand my ground and fight back. I realize you may wish to offer your assistance. However, I cannot in good conscience put you in harm's way anymore. You, too, have become a target of the Cabal's assassins. The odds will be against me, that much is certain, but Ul'dah has taught me much, and if I am brave and vigilant, I know I can triumph. I'm sorry you have been caught up in our own political struggles, but now, as a paladin, it is time you travelled your own path. Ah yes, Ul'dah will wish to have a word with you as well. You will find him in central Thanalan. Allow me to mark the location on your map. Central Thanalan, okay. I don't quite get his plan. He's just gonna go offer himself to assassins. I don't know if that will solve anything. Alright. Thank you for coming, Mo-chan. We haven't much time, so I will be blunt. Genlins will die if he faces death's embrace alone. I know what I must do, and I suspect you do as well. If you are the woman I believe you to be, then we shall meet again soon. Off we go to Korthas. Camp Dragonhead. Whoosh! Gates of Ishgard. I'll get to go through there soon. Soon, precious. Soon. Uh-oh, cat alarm. I forgot, I was going to turn that off until we finish the Paladin quest, and then I was thinking about ending the stream early, so I can go do tests and stuff. But the cat alarm has sounded, and the cat is here. She hungers. Look at her, she's starving. Hello? How you doing? Did you cuddle me all night? Yes, you did. You cuddled my butt. She cuddles our butts. It's cute. Aw, you're so cute. Alright, I'm gonna go feed her quickly. It'll just be a very quick break. I'll be right back. I'm back. Hi. I'm back. Okay. We'll finish off the Paladin questline, and then I'll probably end the stream early, and I'll do some stress tests, or maybe It might just... The fans might just need to clean or something. I don't exactly clean my computer very often. So I probably just need to clean. Something funny just happened. So I looked out the back window, or I fed Cleo, and then I looked out the back window on my way back from the bathroom, and there was a cat. There's a kitty outside. Just this beautiful black cat. It was a void. It was a void cat. Yeah, and I got excited. I was like, kitty! And I talked to Steve about it. And Cleo stopped eating her food, ran down the hallway, and to come look out the window. So, like, she either understands the word kitty, or she understands the tone I use, but she got really jealous, and now she's looking out the window trying to find it. So that's pretty cute. Cats, they're smarter than we think they are. Just animals in general. Alright, so I've been a bit distracted this quest line, but I do like how like it turned out just the Sultan Sworn were being manipulated by the Monetarists, because I mean that just makes sense that that poor Genlin was being manipulated, and that this guy turns out he's not a traitor at all. He knew the truth. He had to get out of there. And the other looks like demons. What the frick? Demons? Why demons? Jealous pets, yeah. So cute. Hi. I'm here too. You as well? I told you to go to ground. This isn't your fight. And this reminds me of Boto. Like, no, this isn't your fight. I won't do this alone. Just accept that you have friends. First Sulk Zuggle, now you. Are you both so eager to die? You forget that we are paladins. Wheresoever our duty leads us, we go, and do so of our own free will. To abide by one's own sense of justice is to embrace the paladin's creed. Sworn or unsworn, we are paladins true, and the only true oath we swear is the one we swear to ourselves. Now come, let us stand shoulder to shoulder, and show the black hearts the metal of our souls, and the steel of our swords. It's funny how my weapons are always way cooler. So I have the really cool Ironworks weapons. Sulk Zuggle the Loyal? I suspected they would send minions, but Void sent? Ha! Hardly a challenge for a trio of paladins. I hit the wrong key. Don't mind me. Surely the Monetarists would go to greater lengths than this. Those void scents were called forth by a mage who I suspect is observing as we speak. Spread out and search for anything unusual, but tread lightly. This could very well be a trap. Locate the Death's Embrace Master. They're both doing a very good job of searching for this mage. Oh, can't talk to them? Good job, fellas. Keep it up. Not that way. Milchen's inner monologue. Put a sock in it and let's fight. It's a trap. Always. It's always a trap, isn't it? Aha! Big glowy thing over here. Hey guys! There's a big glowy thing. Guys? No? Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, they're both here. What sorcery is this? Likely the work of our mage. It pulses with a strange light. That's probably fine. Up above, it's the mage. The grimoire. It's a trap. you just said that and now it's a trap. Oh, jeez. A trap in a trap. Damn you. Sokzagul. Milchan, are you injured? How disappointing. I had hoped to finish this quickly. Not that I expect you will live much longer. Cut down the assassins quickly, but where that mage? His magics are not to be trifled with. Ugh. Is that a dragon? Where did that monstrosity come from? Over there, look! That grimoire is the source. Yeah. Genlins, Milchen, destroy that grimoire. Boop. Does that get rid of him? No? Okay, well. Boom! Oh, the shiny AoEs, they're so fun. Smack you. Poke you in the butt. Oh, no, you did. We did it! You've done well. You never flinched from your duty, you followed the path you knew you had to take, and you showed us what it means to be a paladin. And you even managed to prize the scales from Genlin's eyes while you were at it. It's been an honour to know you, and to watch you grow. In any case, today's battle should blunt the Manatera's dagger, at least for a while. They'll think twice before sending assassins after the Sultan sworn again. I trust you will see to this mess, Genlins? Yes, sir. I mean, Captain. Please, sir, return to the capital. Take up your command again. The burden. It's too much for the likes of me. The Manatera's may have stolen Oathkeeper, but oaths are not forged in steel. They are sworn in the heart. You never betrayed your oaths, Genlin. And as for your leadership, well, ask this paladin if she learned anything from you. No matter what the circumstances, once a man has left the Sultan Sworn, he cannot return. No, I followed my own path, and on it I will stay. I have followed you since the day I vowed to join the ranks of the Sultan Sworn. Has the time come for me to stop following and begin to lead? Thank you for coming. Once again, you have placed me in your debt. See me in the city when you return. I will have something for you. Oh, his shield's so tiny. His shield's like this big. It's like a can lid or something. You have kept your oath and awakened the memories of Paladin's past. Back to Ul'dah. Cleo's back to finish her food. I still can't believe, like, she understood I was looking at a cat. I don't know if it's like what I said or the tone I said. But yeah, I can't stop thinking about that. Like, what part of that she understood. How long was the previous VOD? So I'll have to stitch these VODs together for YouTube. So about an hour and a half was the Paladin questline. Yeah, pretty short, honestly. I forgot it was so short. Be amazed at what animals can understand. Yeah. There's an amazing TikTok of a dog who they've taught her how to, like, they've got programmable buttons, and there's quite a few different animals who learn to use those buttons and what each one means to, like, communicate. Yeah, there's a dog who's just got so many buttons, and she knows how to ask questions and stuff. Like, she asked, like, "Where's Dad? I want to play with Dad," and like stuff with that. Yeah. God, what's her name? I forgot the name of the dog. Yeah, she's so smart though. And you can answer her just with words, and yeah, she understands. It's amazing. Animals are great. I love animals. Welcome, Paladin. These have been troubled times for the Sultan Sworn, and you have served us loyally. You did what was just, followed the Paladin way, and defended the weak and needy. You are a true oath keeper. Honour and right were yours from the very beginning, and that is what made you strong. Strong enough to defeat me. The sword Oathkeeper has yet to be found, but I have come to realise that I do not need it. Nay, not to lead the Sultan Sworn, nor to restore our good name. The oaths we keep are in our hearts, not in hallowed blades. Solkzagul has left to wander the nations of Eorzea. He is a man of honour, and unless I am very much mistaken, he will continue to look for the sword that was gifted by our ruler centuries ago. I shall continue to serve Ul'dah as one of the Sultan Sworn. You shall defend the people of Eorzea as a free paladin. Our paths diverge now, but we shall forever be bound by the oaths we keep in our hearts. But listen to me. Noble words aren't much good to an adventurer who has to face monsters and menaces out in the real world. Fortunately, I have something that will serve you rather better. This sacred armour has been kept within the Sultan Sworn for many generations. It was given only to those Sultan Sworn who had, through feats of arms and deeds of great courage, earned the privilege to wear it. But something tells me that, for the first time since it left the armourer's forge, this armour should go to someone who is not of the Sultan Sworn. If I allowed myself to be a slave to tradition, the paladin who deserves it the most would never wear it. Now wouldn't that be a waste of fine plate? Just one thing. If anyone asks where you got it, you mustn't say it was me. Souls of Paladins past bequeath to you their wisdom. And that's the Paladin quests. Your cats have learned what hug means and they are terrified of it. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, got a phone call. I'll call them back in a little bit. Right, we just done Paladin. Yours is ever a welcome face, Paladin. To what do I owe the pleasure? How fare the Sultan Sworn? Better, it pleases me to say. Our ranks have grown since last we spoke, and the quality of our recruits is much improved. I think it's safe to say that you bear some responsibility for that. Tales of your deeds have doubtless served as inspiration to many, and I pray they will continue to do so. What's a paladin? An odd question to come from one so accomplished, but if you wish to hear my words once more, I will oblige. A true paladin is one who bends his knee to a higher cause, and offers his sword and shield without promise of reward. The battle arts that the paladin learns have been kept secret, nurtured, and perfected within the ranks of the Sultan Sworn elite for nigh on these 600 years. But remember that fancy swordplay and well-polished armour do not make you a paladin. You must be just in your heart, and strive always to be an exemplar of true virtue. Who are the monetarists? Everyone knows that Ul'dah is ruled by the Sultanate, but everyone also knows that true power lies with the Syndicate, and at the core of the group is a faction that calls itself the Monetarists. Of the 6 who hold seats on the Syndicate, only General Reborn is faithful to the Sultanate. Most of the others refuse to accord her due rights, and work to establish self-governance for themselves and their wealthy cohorts. It is they who are the Monetarists. It is they who run the Ul'dah economy. Self-governance may sound like a noble endeavour, but on their lips the words ring hollow. The faction seeks power, and that is why they plot against the Sultan Sworn, the Sultan's last line of protection. They sowed the seeds of our ruin, and nurture them still. The disgrace of our former captain was their doing, of that I have little doubt. There you go. What if I'm not a paladin anymore? I'm a warrior. No different dialogue. Okay, doesn't have any different dialogue. Okay. Let's go look at the paladin abilities. Actually, we can just take this Ethernet. They will run when you say it, but mostly love the attention. Except the fat cat. She hates hugs, only likes pets. Aww. You love asking that question? By the way, what have I been doing with all this sword and shield stuff? Yep. It's good. One of your cats used to manipulate you into giving her several servings of meat in a day. Offering to give her meats was the quickest way to come in. Cats. They're very manipulative. Oh yeah, so the armour. She'd wait until one of you would give meat, and then hide outside until the next sucker would come and offer meat to come in. Oh, that's funny. Hang on, I was wearing... I changed class, so... We're wearing the original set. Oh, is this what my glamour's set to? Ah, okay. I thought my glamour was set to the other one. Okay. Yeah, so that's the original leveling set. Class quest set. And then the upgraded version. Oh, I see, yeah, it's got a lot of blue. Yeah, that also looks nice. I definitely prefer the unupgraded one though. The legs look very plastic, don't they? Yeah, that's the upgraded set. Alright. So the Paladin's a tank, just like the warrior. So it's got the tanking stance, just like the warrior does. It's got a different animation than the warriors. Pretty cool. It's called Iron Will. Whereas the warriors is called Defiance. So they've got a ranged ability just like the warrior. Shield lob. You throw a shield. And I guess you're actually throwing your shield because it disappears off your arm. And then it just comes back because Captain America. They've got the same basic 1, 2, 3 combo. Paladin's, feels a lot simpler than warrior, but it does have some cool stuff about it. It feels faster. Yeah, so you got your 1, 2, 3 combo. 3. There's kind of very fast slashing animations compared to warrior, whereas warrior is very slow and chunky. Nothing special or different going on with the 1, 2, 3 combo. But they do have some off-global cooldown abilities, which the warrior is rather lacking in. So this one that's how the Paladin feels faster. So you've got Spirits Within, which is 30-second cooldown. So this does more damage the closer your HP is to max, which is very interesting. It's a huge difference. Potency 100 is the minimum and 370 is the max. So that's so you really want to keep an eye on your health when you use it. It's a nice heavy hitting ability. I love that move. And yeah, it's off the global cooldown, so you can weave it in between your 1, 2, 3 combo. And then you've got... So we've got a meter, just like the warrior does, but this one's very different. This one feels from... I think it's just from auto attacks that fills it up. Oath Mastery. Yeah, increases oath gauge by 5 each time you auto attack. Yeah. And then you spend it on defensive stuff. There's 2 different things I have at the moment. One of them's easier to explain. Sheltron. 5-second cooldown. Blocks incoming attacks. Lasts 4 seconds. The amount it blocks, it seems to be like 11% of damage, from what I've noticed. Yes, it's a very, very short duration defensive thing. And you can use it really often. So it's much more of an active kind of defensive thing than warrior has. It almost kind of reminds me of retail WoW tanks, where they have kind of more active stuff that they're using for defensive abilities. And then the other one, I don't think I can use the other one because I need a party member. Cover. It's a 2-minute cooldown. It's something you throw on a party member and you take all their damage for 12 seconds. So, you know, you can help absorb damage for someone, or I suppose you can use it as an off-tank to help out your main tank. Yeah, it's interesting. It's a very advanced ability. So it's very situational, but I assume it seems really good for what it does. 1, 2, 3. Showtron! And then we've got the AoE combo, which is just a 1, 2. Spin! Spin like we're Link. A turtle! Yeah, it's a very Zelda kind of spin attack. And it combos into Prominence, which looks cool. Which looks like an aerial rave. And there's also an AoE off global cooldown thing called Circle of Scorn. 25-second cooldown. Gives a dot to everything. And it looks cool, that's the important thing. Big shiny. Yeah. And yeah, because it's off global cooldown, there's no reason not to use it. Whoops, I clicked my damage cooldown. Yeah, so far my damage cooldown is Fight or Flight. Increases damage dealt by 25% for 25 seconds. 1 minute cooldown. So you can have that up almost half the time. Just very simple. It's doesn't feel as impactful as the Warriors one, which is guaranteed crits. But it's up quite often, so no, it's good. That's kind of all the attacks for Pally. It's very simple at level 50, but you know, you can put some thought into when you're using Sheltron against bosses and stuff. Got a taunt like all tanks do. And then defensive cooldowns, these are the ones that all tanks have. Rampart, Reprisal, Arm's Length. And the 2 Paladin ones, so we've got Sentinel, reduces damage taken by 30%, 15 seconds, just simple. Just going to take 30% less damage now, okay? And then Hallowed Ground, this is our Do Not Die button. 420-second cooldown, very long. Renders you impervious to most attacks for 10 seconds. Kind of amazing. Not a very flashy animation, is it? But, you know, just impervious to attacks for 10 seconds. That's amazing. Just catching up on chat. From what you understand of the tanks, Paladin is the most group-friendly and survivable, but is very low damage. Yeah, I noticed it took ages to kill stuff when I was soloing as Paladin. Yeah, it does feel low damage. Warrior is high damage and the second most survivable, but only for itself. Okay. Dark Knight's also high damage, but only at 80. Lacks some of the survivability. Your sister's dog would get jealous when someone would pay attention to the cat. He darn well knew what his name was, but if you called the cat, he'd come running. Oh, jeez. Oh. Pets, they're great. I think that's it for the Paladin. Oh yeah, they have a second stun, which is interesting. Like all tanks, all melee DPS as well have this stun. But Paladin has another one. This one's on the global cooldown, so you're giving up like a combo hit to do it. But, you know, it's a second stun. So that's cool. That's Paladin. Very simple. But I do enjoy it, actually. I enjoy how it plays. Enhanced Sheltron extends the duration to 6 seconds. Oh, that's cool. Grant 3 stacks of Sword Oath. This is all stuff I don't have yet. Yeah, I enjoy Pally. Gunbreaker highest damage, but is kind of basic for surviving. Super fun to play. Yeah, I keep hearing Gunbreaker is really fun. I'm looking forward to trying it. Well, that's probably going to be the stream. I'll end the stream early. I'll play around with my graphics card a bit. And I don't know if I'm going to be streaming for the next couple of days because I'm getting my first vaccination tomorrow. And I'm probably going to feel awful. So I'll just see how I go. It's still pretty early. Maybe, if I'm feeling up for it, maybe I'll do a Dead by Daylight stream tonight. Depending on how things go. Yeah. Oh, we did Paladin. So now all we've got left is Thaumaturge and Black Mage, and Pugilist and Monk. And then we are done with the Realm Reborn combat classes. And then 2.55. Hopefully just a dirty fan. Yeah, it could easily just be lots of dirt in there. Okay. Oops, did I close Chrome? Oh, I did too. Yep. Okay, who is streaming I might want to host? Who have we got streaming? Sakura's still streaming? Phew, I'm going to send you over to Sakura. She is playing Super Metroid and Zelda 3 combo randomizer. I believe she's practicing for a race that she's going to do of that, so that's cool. Warrior of light by day, brutal killer by night, yes. Hey, I'm here to save everyone. Hey, I'm here to stab people and put them on hooks. Alright, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you next time. See ya.